The Little Guardians. The legend of Los Aluxes in the dense jungles and sun-drenched fields of the Yucatan Peninsula, there exists a belief in a race of small, mystical beings known as Aluxes. These are not creatures of grand, epic myths, but rather intimate, earthbound spirits who interact with humanity on a daily basis. They are the invisible guardians of the land, the Maya equivalent of gnomes or elves, and their story is a fascinating glimpse into a world where nature itself is alive with magic. Aluxes are typically described as tiny, ancient beings standing only about knee-high to an adult. They are often depicted as resembling miniature, traditionally dressed Maya elders with wrinkled faces that betray an age far greater than their small stature would suggest. In many tales, however, they remain completely invisible, their presence felt rather than seen. Their primary and most sacred duty is to act as protectors of the natural world. Each Alux is assigned to a specific piece of land, whether it be a cornfield, a patch of jungle, a sacred cenote, or an ancient ruin. They are the spiritual caretakers of the earth, ensuring its balance and guarding it from those who would do it harm. The origin of the Aluxes is unique in folklore. They are not primordial spirits born from the earth, but are instead created by humans through a sacred and powerful ritual. They are crafted beings, brought into existence to serve a specific purpose, bound by a pact made with their human creator. The process of creation traditionally begins with a Mayan shaman, known as a jman, or a farmer with knowledge of the old ways. This person would carefully sculpt the small figure and effigy of the Alux using fresh clay gathered from a sacred cave. This clay was often mixed with a few drops of the creator's own blood to forge a powerful, personal link between the human and the spirit to be summoned. Once the clay figure was complete, the jman would perform a ceremony to breathe life into it. This involved secret prayers and incantations, as well as offerings to appease the spirit world. These offerings typically included items precious to the Maya, such as corn, honey, belch, or cacao. The consecrated figure was then taken to the place it was meant to guard, such as a milpa or cornfield. It was placed within a special location, and for a period of 9 nights, more prayers and offerings were made. At the end of this period, the spirit of an Alux would inhabit the effigy, or use it as an anchor, and the little guardian would be born into its service. This creation ritual forms the basis of a sacred pact, a magical agreement between the Alux and its human master. For a period of 7 years, the Alux is bound to serve and protect the person who gave it life and the land that they work. On the Alux's side of this bargain, its duties are clear. As a guardian of the cornfield, it would ensure a bountiful harvest. It was believed that the Alux had the power to summon the rain, to call forth the wind, and to make the corn grow tall and strong. The little guardian would also protect the property from threats. At night, it would patrol the fields, chasing away animals like deer or raccoons that might eat the young crops. It was also a formidable guard against human thieves, known to throw stones and create terrifying noises to scare away intruders. In return for this loyal service, the human creator had their own obligations. They were required to feed the Alux by leaving regular offerings. A small purpose-built hut, called a Cattle Alux or House of the Alux, was often constructed at the edge of the field, where the farmer would leave small portions of food, a cup of fresh water, or other small gifts. This relationship was meant to last for 7 years. At the end of this cycle, it was believed the pact needed to be formally concluded. The farmer was to perform a final ritual, thanking the Alux for its service, and then sealing the original clay figure within its little house forever. This was done to prevent the Alux, now unbound, from becoming wild and using its powers for mischief. This points to the essential duality of the Aluxes. While they can be powerful allies and benevolent protectors, they also possess a notoriously mischievous and often cantankerous nature. They are not angels, but rather powerful nature spirits with their own distinct personalities. Their tricks are legendary throughout the Yucatan. Travelers walking on jungle paths might find themselves inexplicably led in circles. Farmers might discover their tools have mysteriously disappeared from where they left them, only to reappear in a completely different place moments later. The sound of a faint whistle or a child's giggle from the woods is often attributed to a playful Alux. These pranks are generally harmless, seen as the Aluxes' way of amusing themselves or testing the spirit of humans who enter their domain. A person who reacts with good humor is likely to be left alone, while someone who becomes angry might find the tricks escalating. However, if an Alux feels it or its territory has been genuinely disrespected, its mischief can take a much darker turn. A person who pollutes a cenote or cuts down a sacred ceiba tree might find themselves falling victim to a mysterious illness, a string of bad luck, or a serious accident. For this reason, a deep-seated culture of respect for the Aluxes persists. It is customary for locals, and wise for visitors, when entering a place believed to be inhabited by Aluxes, to acknowledge their presence. One might ask for permission out loud to pass through their land and leave a small offering, a coin, a piece of fruit, or a sweet as a sign of goodwill. There are countless modern stories that speak to this belief. One famous legend involves the construction of a bridge near Cancun. The project was plagued by strange setbacks and equipment failures until the engineers, on the advice of local Mayan workers, built a small cattle Alux under the bridge to appease the spirits whose land they were disturbing. After the offering, the construction proceeded without issue. Beyond the farmlands, Aluxes are also considered the primary guardians of the magnificent ancient cities of the Maya. It is believed that these tiny spirits are the last remaining inhabitants of places like Chichen Itza, Uxmal, and Tulum, where they silently watch over the towering pyramids and crumbling temples. Archaeologists and restoration workers at these sites have long shared stories of inexplicable events. Tools vanishing in plain sight, batteries draining for no reason, strange lights seen at night, or the distinct feeling of being watched by unseen eyes are all phenomena attributed to the resident Aluxes. These spirits are seen as the protectors of the secrets and the sanctity of these ancient places. They are the spectral custodians of a lost civilization, ensuring that those who visit do so with the proper respect and reverence for the past. Even today, in an age of technology and skepticism, the belief in Aluxes remains strong, particularly in the rural Mayan communities of the Yucatan. For many people, these spirits are not simply folklore. They are a tangible and active force in their daily lives, a reality to be navigated with care and respect. Driving through the countryside, one can still see the small Alux houses standing sentinel at the edge of fields. These structures are a quiet but powerful testament to the persistence of the tradition and the enduring relationship between the Maya people and the spirits of their land. The stories of the Aluxes are passed down from grandparents to grandchildren, serving a dual purpose. They are a source of entertainment and wonder, but they also function as important moral lessons, teaching the younger generation to respect their elders, their land, and the unseen world around them. While the Aluxes share similarities with European figures like elves, gnomes, or leprechauns, they are distinctly Mesoamerican. Their identity is inextricably linked to the cultivation of corn, the unique landscape of the Yucatan, and the specific spiritual worldview of the Mayan people. In essence, the Aluxes are a supernatural representation of the sacred contract between humanity and nature. They embody the idea that the land is not something to be simply owned or exploited, but is a living entity with which one must have a reciprocal relationship. If you treat the land with respect, provide for it, and care for it, it will provide for you in return with bountiful harvests and protection. If you disrespect it, take from it without giving back, or defile it, you risk invoking the wrath of its tiny, powerful guardians. The enduring charm of the Aluxes legend lies in this ecological metaphor. In a world facing environmental crisis, the story of the Aluxes serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of living in harmony with our surroundings. Ultimately, whether one views the Aluxes as literal spirits, as charming folklore, or as a symbol of a deep ecological wisdom, their presence is woven into the very identity of the Yucatan Peninsula. They are the little guardians of the corn, the tricksters of the jungle trail, and the silent watchers of the ancient stones, their legacy a whisper on the wind.